Life with Ben, only on PTV.
Every day, Monday through Friday, I go to my job. I am an administrative assistant or secretary, administrative specialist, gopher, whatever you want to call it. That has been my career for over 25 years. I got this start at this just kind of falling into it. And my first place of employment, believe it or not, was Taco Bell. I worked in their corporate office as a marketing administrative assistant, and I helped with a lot of different PowerPoint things and Excel things. If it was on a computer, and at that time, I was their go-to person for this particular part of the marketing department. Back then, Taco Bell, for me, seemed affordable. When I was in college, there used to be the $59, $79, $99 menu. Back in the mid-90s when I worked at Taco Bell, Arnie was living in an apartment with me. He went to his respective job, I would go to mine, and we only worked less than a mile away from each other. So on occasion, he would join me for lunch at Taco Bell, which we had in the basement of the building. But on occasion, we would have the opportunity to do taste testing in their taste kitchen. So whenever an email would come out in the morning, I would look at what item was being tested. I'd float it by Arnie, and if he was in the mood for that type of item, he'd join me for lunch. He'd come in, the both of us would sit down in our private cubicles, they would shove food to us through a window. At the end, they would hand us a bag with a couple of tacos and a soda, and we'd go off and finish our lunch. For two guys who were scrimping by in the mid-90s, it was a great way of getting some free food. Of course, back then, Taco Bell used to be really cheap. Today, I went to Taco Bell on their app to order some lunch, and I went, when did Taco Bell get so expensive? I remember I used to be able to feed myself for under $5, but now you can spend as much as you want at Taco Bell. Depending on which items you get will determine just exactly how much comes out of your pocket. So I looked at it and went, what if I went onto the 4 basic areas of the app and in my area ordered the most expensive item in that category? So I went through the app and ordered a taco, a burrito, a quesadilla, and a nacho. I'm going to start with the quesadilla. It's the steak quesadilla, cheese, a sauce, and steak. It's just a basic quesadilla. And it feels like Taco Bell. Taco Bell, my whole life, has had this essence, is what I would call it. It's delicious for my palate. I'm sure a lot of people turn their nose up at Taco Bell, but I don't mind it. I've grown up eating this stuff and I like it, but this is, let's try another bite of this steak quesadilla. It's exactly what I would expect. The next category is burritos. And surprisingly, the Crunchwrap Supreme is listed under burritos. I guess it technically is wrapped around other foods, so it would qualify as some sort of burrito, but it's prepared differently. It's a stuffed flour tortilla. I've had this before, but it's been a while, and considering that it was the most expensive item on the burrito menu, that's why I got it. So let's give it a shot. Yeah, it's Taco Bell goodness. The next category I'm going to be sampling from is the nacho category, and the item for this to be the most expensive was the Nachos Bel Grande. It looks like plastic cheese and plastic sour cream with the typical Taco Bell toppings that I've come to know and love. Tastes as good as I remember. I haven't had these in a long time. the nachos Bel Grande. The last category is, surprisingly, tacos. I went through the crunchy tacos, the soft taco. They have a whole lot of tacos listed on this, but the most expensive item is the cheesy gordita crunch. I don't order gorditas because of the perceived calorie count, but why am I even mixing words here? It's Taco Bell. Everything is full of calories. So let's just go ahead and give this a shot. This actually comes close to what a double-decker taco was when they had it on their menu. It's actually delicious. Each of these items, like I said, is the most expensive in their respective category. I've got the list here on my iPad just so I can read this off without missing a beat. The steak quesadilla came in at $4.99. The nachos Bel Grande order came in at $4.69. The Crunchwrap Supreme is listed at $4.19. The cheesy gordita, $3.99. That is a far cry from the $59, $79, $99 menu that I used to know in college. But like everything else, prices go up. I'm not going to complain though, because prices may be more than what I used to spend in college, but for me, the food is still guiltily delicious. Remember, adventure is out there.